Dreams for Living production. Dreams for Living is your overall production company?
That's right. Dreams for Living is the umbrella.
And do you produce this as well as host it?
I do indeed, yes.
And are you also kind of directing behind the scenes?
I am directing behind the scenes as well, yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. Tell me about your adult, I'm sorry, your young adult forum, which meets on a regular basis at the Houses of Parliament, or what? Tell me about this.
So basically, God gave me this vision. I mean, one of my hearts is to basically just, I believe that as Christians, if we're going to make a stand and difference in our society and in the world around us, we need to make a stand in government. I truly believe that. I think that decisions are made in the House of Commons in England, and those are the decisions that affect the nation in the UK. And therefore, my aim is to basically bring together young adults from across the UK, and so I did so. With Dreams for Living, we brought young adults from across the UK, both affluent, some that have come from very disadvantaged backgrounds in life, and they came together in the House of Commons in Parliament, and I got them to meet with parliamentarians, both backbenchers and frontbenchers. We had David Barrows, the Shadow Justice Minister for the Conservative Party, Simon Hughes was there, and different men and women too, and they had the chance to ask these people key questions, political questions, key things affecting young people in a society. And they had the chance to get their questions answered by these people, which was really good.
How did you bring these people together?
We worked with different organisations, Christian Concern for Our Nation in the UK, an organisation called CARE in the UK as well, run by Lyndon Bowring. Christian Concerns is run by a lady called Andrea Williams. And they just had a time of their lives. They absolutely enjoyed it.
Were the members of Parliament thrown by some of the questions they received?
They certainly were. These kids are very fiery. They weren't messing around at all, so they certainly did. And afterwards, Simon Hughes was just very impressed by the questions that were asked by these young people. And in fact, he made several notes and said to himself that actually he was going to try and bring about a difference within, you know, his party to try and tackle some of these things that they were just after, really, which is fantastic.
Are you married?
No, I'm not married.
Do you want to be married?
I'd love to be married, certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
27. Well, you know what? You're not really an adult till you're 40. You know that. I remember when I turned 40, I suddenly, man, I'm an adult now. People take me seriously finally.
Yeah.
But you know, you've really got off to a running start. The word accountability is a big word these days. And I'm not going to pressure you with that word, but who do you bounce your ideas off of? Who do you go to when you need counsel? Who do you look to for a little leadership and mentoring from time to time?
You know, I have to say this, my mother's played a phenomenal role in my life, as well as my father. My mum's a very determined, strong woman, passionate woman, and she's just been someone that I've often looked up to in life. Same as my father too. And other people I've got a friend of mine who's a pastor in the UK, runs a very large church of around 4,000 people. He's my spiritual father, I call him. And I often ask him many things throughout life. I've often been ministered to, spoken to by him. He's moved me in so many ways through his wisdom and knowledge as well. I've had the chance of meeting people like Bishop T.D. Jakes. I spent 2 days with him in London. I learned so much of him, the man he is. And I'm also a motivational speaker. I traveled around different parts of Europe speaking and ministering the gospel. And it's great when you meet these people, they challenge you, they speak to you. I'm often hungry because I just want to make a difference in my generation for Christ, you know. Myles Munroe once said that the most wealthiest place in the world is the graveyard. It's for the dreams and visions that have never ever been fulfilled. One day I want people to remember me as a man that had a heart and passion for God, that lived for Christ and made a difference in society. You know, and that's why for me, the Richard Kay show that I do, my show is aimed at not just interviewing these famous celebrities, but really bringing out through them the adversity, the pain, the struggle, to enable those watching the show to realize that you don't become an overnight success. It takes hard work, it takes dedication, crafting, but also in between that period, if you're prepared to make that stand and sacrifice, God will use you. You know, you may have cancer right now. You know, you may have gone through a divorce right now. You may have been set back in your life for many, many years, going through an illness right now, but those things don't stop God from being able to use you. So often in life, we look at our present circumstance and we think, actually, God can't use me in my tomorrow. No, God can use you in your tomorrow. In fact, if you're willing right now, God can use you in your today.
Yeah, absolutely true. And that's one of the reasons why this show is on the air, because we absolutely believe that. And it's been a delight meeting you, Richard. Thanks for coming our way.
Thank you so much for having me.